As far as I'm concerned, there are no rules when it comes to barbecuing or cooking anything really. Asian, Western, doesn't matter, put them all together, and that's what this dish is all about. I've got a beautiful leg of lamb that I've had the butcher butterfly to an even thickness for me, so it'll cook, well, evenly on the barbecue. There's a few ingredients in the marinade, but there's nothing particularly eccentric or exotic. And we just bung it all into the food processor, and that's our marinade. So, I've got 6 cloves of garlic. I've got some dry mustard and some sea salt. We've got some lemon zest, some brown sugar, some Dijon mustard as well as the dry mustard, about a thumb of ginger. The reason we call it a thumb of ginger is it's about as big as your thumb. I've got some here that I've already sliced. 2 things that look remarkably similar but taste remarkably different, and that's some soy sauce and some Worcestershire sauce. And finally, a little bit of neutral oil. By that I mean canola oil, vegetable oil, peanut oil, something like that. So in with all that, on with the lid, and away we go. Just a couple of seconds does it. Marinade's done. Let's put the marinade and the lamb together. Here's this fantastic butterflied leg of lamb. As I said, it's cut to a perfect even thickness into a great big bowl. And over with the marinade. And work it all through. Make sure you get it into every nook and cranny of the lamb. We'll cover that with plastic. Stick it in the fridge for 12 hours, 24 hours, it can take it. It's a big piece of meat. And bring it back to room temperature and put it straight on the barbecue. So once it's been in the fridge for 12 hours or so and brought back to room temperature, it's going to look something like that. And we're just going to put that straight on to the flat grill of the barbecue. And that'll cook without having to close the lid of the barbecue because it's been so evenly butterflied. We'll give it a turn. And even though it's a whole leg of lamb, we really still only need to turn it once. Try it skin side down first, keep an eye on it, then turn it over and cook the meaty side. This is the quickest way I know to cook a leg of lamb. Having it butterflied like this on the barbecue, you can do it with Malaysian flavours like this, you can do it with Indian flavours and yoghurt, you can do it just simply with olive oil and rosemary or some cumin. There's a million different ways to do it, but it's such a really good, quick way to cook a whole leg of lamb for a crowd of people. Get it off there and into a great big bowl to rest. We're just going to cover that loosely with foil. In there, just loosely cover it with foil, not too tight. And let it rest for 5 or 10 minutes because even though it's cut very evenly, it's still a substantial piece of meat, and we want to give it plenty of time for all those wonderful juices to settle back into the fibres of the meat. It's just such a wonderful way to cook lamb, butterflying it and cooking it on the barbecue. You won't find better cooked meat than that. It looks delicious. I'm going to spoon a few of the juices from resting the meat over the top. Have a look at that.